Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us for this special live session. I'm Itzik Amiel, and we are here with this weekly sweet series, Switch It On, where we share ideas, insights, and inspiration to helping you as a professional to switch relationships to revenue, referrals, and reputation and stand out. And you're very much invited. And again, to remind you all, every strategy and solution we share also in this episode and all the other ones, we could help you get much out of it by advising your firm, mentor you personally on the group mentoring, and your colleagues, of course, even execute it for you with our done for you services. So, again, never be shy to ask and get connected. And let me add value to you, to your practice, your organization, or career. Okay, and again, if you have any retreat, any conference coming in, maybe a Christmas dinner or something, and you want my insight and help, just reach out. I have a lot to share with you. Today we're going to talk about referrals killers. As you saw the titles, and I hope you were curious about it because see a lot of you joining, but it's specifically about how can you cope with unconscious referrals kills. I want to give you a solution. I want to give you a practical solution so you can implement in your practice. Okay, I hope you're ready for that. Again, please feel free to type in the chat box, who you are, where you're dialing from. Don't be shy of, please help me out. Let me know you're here. I could see behind the scenes, but I want everybody to see. But I want to thank David and Anna and Maria and Dovel and Rajesh and Makri and Don and Achia and Yoaz and David and another David, David D and Shedmechi, Carnos and Balis and Cecilia and Adria and Adriana and Maron. And all of you, thank you very much. I can see a lot of you joining. Thank you for that. Again, feel free to type your name, where you're dialing from in the chat under the video so we all can see who you are and get connected with more people internationally. The subject of this episode came up while I was actually mentoring a successful professional. And I quickly realized that she was unconsciously and inadvertently sending all the wrong messages to her clients that really worked to minimize the unsolicited referrals and introductions she was getting. And I assume many of you could be in the same situation, maybe close to it, and I want to help you solve it in this episode. And this is actually the main reason of this episode. Now, the good news is that this is a fixable state of affairs. It actually is simply a matter of awareness and doing some adjustments in the habits that can help you solve those things. Okay? So, in this episode, I want to share with you a few of the referral killers, or some people call it mistakes, and offer you solution to get over them as soon as possible so you'll be attracting more referrals to your firm, to your practice. Again, we are almost at the end of this year, and I want you to use this momentum to boost your referrals in the beginning of next year to your firm by correcting those mistakes. And let's start with your awareness. What do I mean? Are you aware of making those mistakes? Ask yourself this question every single time I share with you one of those mistakes, one of those referral skills, many times unconsciously happening to you, and I want you to be aware of it. Again, before we go deeper to share, I want to thank everybody joining me. Yes, I'm live, that you're asking, and I want you to enjoy, so stay with me. There's a lot of me thing to share. I promise it won't take too long, and thank you for your time. Again, all of you joining us, we are live, and the title of today is Referral Killers. I'm going to give you some solution to them to boost the referral for your practice. Okay? And again, if you have any question during the session, don't wait. Put it also, type it in so I can see it and I can answer it during the session. And also those of you who want, I will send you a personal message or an email to answer your question. So the first mistake many lawyers and other professionals make is mistake number one is sending the signals that meeting is over before you actually conduct really the value discussion. Let me explain. One of the fundamental rules of referrals that I shared many times before is that you need to be referable. If you want to get referrals, you need to be referable. And the best way to know if you are referable is to have a value discussion and check in on your client's ongoing experience. Are they getting what they need, what they ask you for? If not, how can you provide that for them? Because that's what they're coming for you. But checking in regularly, you address any issues that come up and really be able to keep them happy with your services, with your product, whatever it is. And if they are happy, you are referable in their eyes. You see, so now if you do not put this value discussion with your clients to know what they need, etc., as part of your meeting agenda, with every time you're meeting them and they're meeting with you, or you make them or make it seem like the meeting is over before you had the discussion or before you get to it, your clients will mentally done. They will be done with the meeting and they were thinking about what they headed next, whatever they're doing next, whatever they're thinking next. Now, there are two ways to do this to make sure you have enough time, and assuming you're working from the agenda of the meeting, and not making these an afterthought, but building it into the meeting with your clients. Remember, no meeting should be end without having your valid discussion with your client. Okay, I hope that makes sense, and that's already the first mistake many lawyers make. Second mistake that I want to help you solve is sending signals that you are too busy to take on new clients. You're curious, right? But before I go deeper, again, thank you for those who are joining me now. Yes, stay with us because we are sharing mistake number 2, and I don't want you to go. We're talking about referrals killers, and I'm going to give you a solution for them right here, right now. If you have questions, the place to put it is in the bottom of this video. And go, if you even watching the replay of this video, be able to ask your question there because I will answer and read each one of them. So the next mistake I said is sending signals that you're too busy to take any new client. Let's say you're having a very busy day, okay? And the client calls. Someone who has become really a friend over the years and you know them, and they're going to ask you, how your day going? You respond, and I know many people respond like that. It's something like, this is a crazy busy day. You know, I'm going from one call to another call, but I'll survive. And how are you? And maybe you answering something like that. You see, you may have inadvertently said to your client, I am too busy to deal with any introduction you're thinking of making for me, to me. And you better send those great clients. That's what you say indirectly to your client. You better send those clients, your great connection you have, to someone else. Sad, right? Remember, there's a hashtag that I created. Is all over there. Busy is the new stupid. My suggestion to you to replace your words and say something else like, I'm doing great, but I can get more. At least your ego is in place, but you keep the door open for more referrals. Because in this way, you keep your ego far away from it, but you're not blocking any referral opportunities that can come from those people who really like you and want to send you the friends. Got it? Simple communication skill. If you correct your verbal communication, you may open opportunity for more referrals that you don't even recognize. Next mistake, ready? Hope you're ready to hear more from me. So mistake number 3 is sending signals that you're too successful to take new clients. See, you dress, you drive, you behave, you talk like success. I'm not saying something wrong with it, but be careful. You just might sending to message to your client that you're done. You know, you reach success. You might be sending a message that you are no longer interested in taking on new clients, even if they would be your A+ client, you know, the best client, the right client. You know that successful people like to do business with successful people. So I'm not telling you to stop dressing or driving well and really being successful and showing it. Though you should keep it on a similar level to your core client, the most successful client, because otherwise you give them the wrong message and they're going away from you. And make sure you balance this success message with promoting and asking for introduction for referrals, because you never too much. It's always way to grow more. Okay, you see, it's a very simple thing. As I told you, it's just a way of thinking and verbal communication. Are you ready to learn more? The next mistake? Again, thanks for joining me. Again, if you have any question, ask it right now in the chat under my video. I can answer it because we're speaking about referral killers, and I'm ready to share with you the next mistake, standing on the way for getting more and better referrals, or maybe the right referrals to you in your practice. And that's mistake number four. Mistake number four is sending signals that you are too desperate for new clients. Again, you're too desperate for new clients. I mentioned many times before the importance of clarifying the kind of clients you're interested in meeting, the right client. This is really vital and so often overlooked. It's carried over or just done plain badly by so many firms, by so many lawyers, with so many professionals that I know. And even if they get some business development help, etc., but they don't define it fully and really in details. You should not look desperate to meet anybody and any client, because it will not give a good impression on your client, and it could also put the wrong pressure on them. Unless our client knows who are we looking for to meet and to be introduced, it's really difficult for them to identify the right people to refer. You see, regardless how much they might want to help you and like you, etc. Because if they have a clear picture of your target client, of the people you want to attract, they will, and they might know it, and if they see it, and be more inclined to let the potential client know about you and share more about you. But you need to help them. You need to really digest the food for them. As you know, the confused mind don't take action. And don't forget that no one wants to waste anyone's time. And if they are not completely sure that the person they are talking to is the good fit for you, is the good referral for you, they might just not mention you at all. And you will never know about it. I hope you get that. So don't look too desperate to them. That's also a mistake many people doing. You don't want to be there as well. Next mistake I want to share, and actually the last one I want to share with you today, is mistake number 5, sending out the wrong message. Sending out the wrong message. Again, if you have a question, ask it right now, because we see we are doing very fast. But sending out the wrong message, being referable is as much about people knowing your ideal client as it is them understanding what you do. Quite obvious, right? So often I hear professionals describe themselves in terms of their job titles, or rarely in how they really help the client base. And think about it. If you ask people to introduce themselves, to tell you about the firm and how many partners, don't. Think about how can you help your client. That's the way you could stand out of the crowd. If you're guilty of these, and most of us, by the way, are, take some time to think about what message you give to people that you meet, including your client. Do they really understand what you do well enough to tell and repeat to other people they know? Because if your message doesn't work, then your message needs to change. You get it? You need to change. Your client cannot refer business to someone if they don't know when to or what about. And this is your obligation to teach them. And so many firms missing this point, they never use kind of referral program for the client to teach them how to get them more referrals. Sounds simple, maybe sounds crazy to some of you. I promise if you do it right, and again, if you connect with me and want to know more, I'll show you how do I do it for the firm I help, and you see how many potential referrals we're getting in a very short period just because implementing the structure and the system. And again, I don't expect the business development or kind of consulting the market to know about it, because they never did it before, right? Within the firm or outside the firm. That's why I call you. Connect. I'll teach you. I'll show you. See, a well planned out and executed referral marketing campaign has really a limitless potential. Because with proper execution and timing, and that's what I always doing about the execution, not just preparing the plan, a strategical thing, execution and timing, you as a professional really can see a substantial boost in your practice, in your business development and lead generation. But however, for every successful campaign, other companies have a sunk referral marketing plans with often the simplest mistakes, as I share with you. And by avoiding this mistake, even in your firm, in your own practice, you will boost the potential outcome of your referrals and switch to more revenue and results to your practice. It worked every single time I worked with them to do that, and I wanted to work for you. Again, in this episode, and I don't see questions coming because that's your time to ask your question. But in this episode, I really try to offer you my top solutions to some of the most common referral killers. There will be some more of them, I'm sure, And if you have one of them, you can always share with me. I'll learn something and find for you the right solution. You only see the results, by the way, once implementing them in your practice. So we can talk all day long about them, but if you start implementing them, you'll see the result that I promise you, you'll thank me afterward. So to help you again, I'll suggest you the next three action steps. Okay, here are the actions that you need to take right away if you really want to follow my advice to you. Get back to clients quickly, even if it's to arrange a time to talk. Okay. Now, be careful how you answer the common questions. Are you busy or how are you doing? I don't want you to say you're busy because you've scared them. Be careful how you wear your success without balancing with your sincere and desire to bring your value to more people. Again, based on your client. And when you have that in mind, these three steps, now go and implement it, what you have learned in this session, because you're going to see so many interesting results coming your way and you want to learn more. And if you need the help of mine or my team implementing it in your practice, or if you just want to learn how to build your authority in your field and build better referrals to your practice, this is exactly what we do for our client. Professionals like you and me around the world, we train them, we mentor them, and even doing the work for them, those who are busy, who have no time, by implementing the strategies in your practice. So if you want to know more, send me an email or private message to see how can I help. Next week, we have another amazing top expert to discuss a new practical strategy to grow your practice and build better relationship, reputation, and referrals. As I always said, is that's a better business development model that a lot of people you see in the market copying me because that's the right thing to talk about. If you want to make sure you never miss one of my weekly Switch on interview series, follow me on LinkedIn or go to the Switch Hub website. You asked me before, here's the link, hub.theswitch.ch, hub.theswitch.ch. That's where the Switch Hub, and you can sign up, get my business development strategies and tips, and you can also register to one of our online courses and the new thing workshop that's coming your way and all kind of cohort, or join the Switch membership community, and that's the link is hub.theswitch.ch/join us. That's where you can see the community, which is a huge community internationally, to learn more how to grow your practice and brand and be with me working together accountability on a regular basis. And you're very welcome again to send me a private message or an email to ask any question you have and see how can I be of help to you and your practice. For now, I don't see question coming. Let's see if there is anything before I say goodbye to all of you. But I see I'm getting love. Thank you, Leon. Leon Vadas, an old colleague of mine, sending his love. So thank you very much, Leon. Very interesting to hear. And I wish you also success. We need to talk soon, right? So thank you very much, Leon. And thanks for all of you for joining me. I mean, I hope you enjoyed again. I tried to make it practical. I tried to think about things. But again, see everyone next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central European Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. But now it's your time to switch on and learn to correct your referral mistake to attract more, and maybe I should say the right referral to your practice. Again, everybody, thank you very much for being here. And with that, I say goodbye and see you soon. Bye for now.